I was actually just getting ready to, I've gotten everything done. Today I had dishes to do, the laundry to do, cleaning to do, you know, Saturday stuff kind of thing. And all kinds of little, you know, crap that you got to do around the house. And so I was just about ready. I said, okay, I got a couple more little things I'm going to do. And then I think I'm going to head out and go for a beach walk this afternoon. It's been cloudy and everything else. And that storm that's coming up from Puerto Rico, I think it's a depression, I think. I guess these clouds are the outer end of it. And so was getting ready, thinking about going, and then this. Okay, just did all the windows that needed to be done. I don't think it's going to be long lasting, but that's not what I really wanted to. I wanted to talk to you about, you know, ambitions and stuff like that. And it's a good thing, it's a bad thing. But I usually have a lot of ambition, so I'm thinking a lot of what I want to do, what I could do. I mean, I go to bed at night, I get up early, and sometimes in the middle of the night, and Sid will tell you this, I'll wake up in the middle of the night going, ah. So I couldn't have been sleeping too well. So that ambition thing creates a drive to do stuff and always be challenging yourself with the next thing. You know, and I have plenty of ideas. I think I told you about the, you know, if I could ever get Boston Whaler we could go around all the islands in the Bahamas, filming drone stuff, all kinds of things. Make a wonderful story. No, not interested. I don't know, you know, it's those kind of things. I constantly am trying to figure out different aspects of what I can do. How can I do something else? Where can I go? I mean, I do the construction stuff now. I do these videos. I do the videos on Eleuthera and stuff. And you're always thinking of the next thing. It's not that you're, I don't know, you don't get into the moment of right then, which is the curse part of it, because you're not actually here. I'm always many steps ahead because I'm thinking down the road what I'm going to be doing. What if this came about? Why I could do this? What if something happened and I could do this type of a project, or I could do this type of a film, or I could start a different, you know, so you're always thinking like that of what it is, and you don't therefore, again, that's the curse part, is that you're not always in this moment right now. I mean, I try to on occasion, but you know, most of the time I'm working 7 days a week. I'm not actually in that. Even when I'm there, I'm out there, much farther away from it all. I'm thinking a lot of what I do is, you know, sort of automated, shall we say, because I've done enough of it that I don't have to give it a whole ton of thought to get it done. I can just do it. I know what I need to do. It's like the construction stuff. I have to think about it and everything, but I've done it for so long that there's different parts that come up that are problems or that kind of thing. But overall, I don't have to. I have to plan. I have to do all that materials, and there's a lot of little bits and pieces. But it's not that it's extremely hard. So I can be thinking about something else. Like when we're back in New England, I don't mind driving, because while I'm driving, I can be thinking of other things. And anybody who's ever driven with me knows, I never put music on when I'm driving. We can be driving for an hour, 2 hours, 5 hours, and there's not music, because I'm like on automatic control driving, but I'm thinking of other things. So, and I, you know, sometimes there's not a whole lot of talking going on, because again, I'm thinking of what I could do next. That being ambitious, like I said, that's a good thing, you know, but it also has its curse end. You're never right here. Oh, probably the coffee. I'm not sure if the coffee helps or hurts them. I can say it was a good idea I didn't head out to go for that beach walk. It's pouring now, and I gotta check windows because it's really blowing too. If the wind's not blowing it straight in, you can leave the windows open. Even, you know, it gets through the louvers a little bit, hits the screen, but that's it. But when it's blowing it direct on, like on this window, you gotta shut the window. That's how it goes. This is the first drone that I ever bought. This was like the Phantom 1 or whatever they called it back then. And you can see it's about the same size as like the newer Phantoms, about the same. But this is where the battery went, and there was no camera. You had to put a GoPro on here. So you couldn't move the camera, you couldn't adjust anything, you couldn't see anything, you had no way to really tell what you were doing, how you were doing it. I mean, there was a way, but it was really kind of a pain. You know, it didn't have any obstacle sensors or really much of anything, to be honest. But it was really cool to start with this because, you know, you did get some pictures. You had to try to set up the GoPro camera so that it was facing in the right way, because otherwise if you had it too high, then you'd get the propellers. And that's still somewhat of a problem with the Phantom 4, is if you don't have the angle of the camera. Now you can move the camera from your controller. But if you don't move it in the right way, all of a sudden you get the propellers in the shot. So I started with this one, then I went to a Phantom 4, and then I ended up getting this Mavic Pro, which, I mean, if you just look at the difference in the sizes, incredible. The picture on this one is good, but see the little tiny camera lens? It doesn't have the same amount of sensor. But on the other side, it folds up to like nothing. These don't fold up. So the Phantom 4 is in New England, and these two are here. I don't really use this one anymore because, well, obvious reasons. And they just came out with a new Mavic that's got a new camera. I'm not so much interested, they came out with two. I'm not so much interested in the one that has a zoom feature in it. I want the one with the bigger sensor and better picture, better everything about it. But will I buy it? I don't know. You're probably looking at $1,800 for that. So at this point in time, I'd say probably not. But you know, the evolution of how they're going is just really incredible. And I think the new one actually has a flight time of 31 minutes. Really incredible.